Hello Aries, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy. I'm so happy that you're here with me for your weekly reading. So this reading is going to be for February 16th to the 22nd. So first of all, I want to welcome all of you here. I truly appreciate that you spend your time and energy here with me, weekly, monthly, or whenever you feel the reading is meant for you. So thank you for that, Aries. Now, before we begin, all right, I really want to just talk about a few things because there's a lot of powerful collective shifts happening this week. Now, we have the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 17th. So this can be really highlighting innovation, new perspectives, communication, maybe working more together because it's in the sign Aquarius. Now this energy might unfold over time, so you might not necessarily feel the heavy effects of it right now. It could come, the influence of it could happen over time. So just keep that in mind. Now we are also in 2026. This is the numerology year 1. So new beginnings, leadership, initiating fresh paths forward. And of course, with the Chinese New Year also happening during that new moon solar eclipse on the 17th, we are shifting from the snake into the horse. So this energy certainly supports moving forward with confidence, momentum, after a year that we've probably all felt the shifts, the changes, the adjustments, the careful planning. That's what we've been shedding. All right, enough said. Let's start with your angel number. We're going to reveal it at the end of the reading for you, Aries. Let's see. There we go. Special card for you. Now, right now, we're going to get the message that Spirit wants you to have right now. Before we get into the depths of the reading, they have some messages they feel you need to know. And I find that these are very powerful because they are messages that we refer back to throughout the reading. So let's see. We've got 2 here. It says, number 9, they don't want you to give up on love. It says, a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Now that could be for some of you, all right? Now, when we don't give up on love, it's not just the love that we feel for an intimate partner or somebody we're maybe in a big relationship with. It's also, let's not give up on love for ourselves as well. It's really important that we ourselves as human beings heal. Because when we heal, it really allows us to open up. And relationships, not only with ourselves, but with other people, just become that much clearer. They become that much more stable. So not giving up on love can be seen in so many different aspects because it's just love is such an important part of life. And, the love that we have for the things that we cherish in our life, and that can be our passions and our dreams and our goals. Like all of those things are produced with love. So just make sure you don't give up on any of that. It's very important to stay focused on that. And then number 38, yes, you are correct. So there's validation here. It says, you have listened to your inner guidance and made wise choice. It's time to keep moving forward. Okay, so you see you are moving forward quite nicely here. And this is really just an extra validation or reassurance from your angels that you are correct. This path that you're going on is the right one. And while you are traveling down this path, don't give up on love. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on any of that. You stay focused. All right, let's get your major arcana card. There's 22 major arcana cards in a deck. So I've pulled them all out. We're going to find out which one represents you this week. You got the beautiful star card, and that is all to do with healing as well. And hope. And dreams, things starting to finally feel like maybe they're pointing in the right direction, and that takes time. This is a confirmation because this is a yes card. Of course, number 17, the star card, is Aquarius energy. Now, remember, we have that new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius on February 17th. This is number 17. I think there's going to be powerful shifts that happen around that time for you. And I think that you will get validation that you are on the right path. And that maybe somewhere where maybe you're feeling a little bit of a blockage or something that was distracting you, you're going to start to be, it's going to restore hope for you. Because I believe there is something coming in, whether it's a message, and I really truly believe there will be some form of communication that comes in for you, Aries, around this time that validates all of that for you. Let's keep going. Let's get some additional energy cards here for you as well. So additional energy card, Spirit, for the beautiful sign Aries. Things that you want them to know. The energy that surrounds the week. Interesting. You know, you're putting a lot of, I think if you haven't been, you could find this week where you are really, really laser focused and you're really thinking about things. Like you're not just thinking things like on a superficial level. You're thinking at things much deeper. Maybe things more, not just about how to bring happiness in temporarily, but how do I bring it in long term? Because you're already being validated that you're listening to your inner guidance and making wise choices. They want you to keep moving forward. And I think this thinker is you kind of really saying, hey, you know what? I know I have a really good plan, but how do I perfect it even more? And I think you're giving a lot of thought to something. And I believe there truly is some sort of hopeful message coming this week. Number 44, very, very powerful angel number here. And then you also got it with number 11. Another very powerful energy, angel message, by the book. Okay, I honestly think that you are going to put some more discipline you're disciplining yourself differently. You're structuring something in your life. You're coming up with a more solid plan. And I think this comes from you really listening to your inner guidance. And that could be the messages that's bringing hope as well. It could be coming from your intuition, all right, from that inner guidance. But doing things by the book, I think is going to show you, it's going to maybe open a new way of seeing something, and it's going to feel more hopeful. It's not going to feel so restricted. Let's get your tarot cards. Now, before I get into that, Spirit keeps saying, just with 11 and 44, because they're such powerful angel numbers, what they want to reiterate here that 11 is new beginnings. Ones are about new beginnings, fresh starts, individuality, leadership, and independence. And 4s are all about stability and foundations. So you see it's your hard work. Not only that, but it is about discipline, security, and structure. So these cards and those angel numbers really work and correspond quite nicely together. And I think this is what's bringing a new sense of hope for you. Maybe your dream is shifting a little bit, but it's actually shifting into something that I think is really attainable. Let's look at your tarot cards here. We're going to get 3 rows of 2, and we're going to clarify each one. I look at it as the beginning, middle, and end of week, but always use your own intuition because, again, these are collective readings. All right, Aries, let's start with those first 2 cards here for you. 1 and 1 more. There we go. They want you to have 2 there. 1 wanted to come out there, but it didn't. Okay, look, I see a whole new thing happening here. Something new. And I feel like, honestly, with this Page of Coins, I should tell you what the card is. Pages are new information, okay? They're new energy. They can represent people in our lives. They can represent the younger side of ourselves or the beginning of an idea of something that's new. And I feel like this is a new plan that you're putting together. I do believe that there's some sort of new plan, a new way of structuring your life, that maybe it's following the book a little bit more. But by doing that, you're actually opening up for your dreams to actually come in a lot quicker maybe as well. Maybe it's not even about pace. You know, it's not always do our dreams need to come in quickly. No, I just need to know that I'm on the right path for my dreams to come true. You know, and I think that you're actually following a whole new path. And there's a new idea here. You're gaining something here. There's something you're really gaining, and it could again be that message. These 2 wanted to come in together. Now, remember, there's no gender with the cards. King energy, of course, is always very much about leadership. And the 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So these really work in nice, again, these all work in synchronicities together with the Star card. Now, the King of Cups is really staying emotionally grounded, and I think that this could be a whole new way that you're adopting. You're almost adopting a new form of of taking in information and keeping yourself emotionally grounded, because sometimes we feel turbulence and it's emotional for us. And especially if it's something to do with the things that we really want in our life, the things that we work hard for, because the grapes on the vine here take a long time to come to fruition, and sometimes they take a lot of hard work. But there's something coming into play here for you. And I believe that you are staying emotionally grounded as the process in which you are achieving this is different than what you anticipated, because I think that you're having to actually put more structure into something. You're almost having to follow some sort of, maybe a little bit more guidelines. And honestly, I feel like you're going to feel so much better emotionally. The path that you're going on is going to feel more emotionally grounded. Let's look at the Page of Coins here. I do believe this is some sort of message or new idea. And it is a new idea. They just confirmed it with the Fool energy, 0, beginning of a new journey. That's a new idea. It's a new venture. It's something that maybe it's a new way of bringing in extra income, or it's a new way of investing something. Maybe you're investing in some sort of way. You're investing into you. You're not giving up on love. Why? Because you're investing into something new. It's a new, I really feel like it's some sort of new idea. And it really is in the beginning stages. So in that phase of this, it's really important to follow some certain guidelines, because that structure is going to really help pay off for you long term. Let's look at, now for some of you, it could be a little exciting, this Fool energy too. Maybe you're stepping a little outside of your comfort zone. 6 of Cups. So during the course of all of this, see, don't give up on love. The 6 of Cups is about love. It is about gratitude and appreciation. It is about past. So again, I think that this could be your past, what you've wanted to achieve could be, again, kind of recirculating in your mind. Because again, the 6 of Cups could be what I've been wishing for in the past. You know, I'm emotionally grounding it better. So I do believe that this 6 of Cups for some of you could either be a past idea comes into play, something that you'd hoped for, wished for. It could be a person, absolutely. For some of you, maybe somebody is returning from your past, whether that's a friend or a lover or a job person that you worked with, somebody from high school or grade school, maybe it's even a family member, whatever the case may be. They bring a sense of happiness, okay, and joy and almost nostalgia. So it's almost like, wow, you know what? I remember what it felt like when that happened, or, remembering a memory. And I really really feel like this is almost like an additional blessing coming in. And it's really helping you find your way emotionally here. Let's keep going. If we have to circle back, we'll circle back. Let's get the next 2 cards here. We got the 6 of Wands, and I'm loving that. I'm seeing 2 6s. I love that. The 6s to me are really showing blessings, achievement. All right, we've got the 5 of Coins here. The 5 of Coins, I'm going to start with the 5 of Coins. Okay, the 5 of Coins can be, again, feeling financial pinches, feeling maybe you thought you were on a certain path financially. Something is maybe there's a change, there's a fluctuation, there's some readjustments that need to be made. And it could be your relationship with money has not been clear. Maybe you just haven't really given it much thought. And maybe this is the week where you say to yourself, you know what? I need to adopt a new way of thinking. Maybe I have to step a little outside of my comfort level, and I have to plan and follow some sort of discipline, because there is light, believe it or not, in the 5 of Coins, the light that reflects through that stained glass window. And I believe that it's hope. It's the Star card. Things are aligning here for you. There's been, and for some of you, it could be something, with the, it's feeling a sense of lack with this 5 of Coins. But above it here, you've got the 6 of Wands, which shows a victory and a success. And I think the success comes from a whole new way of looking at your finances, looking at your relationship, looking at how you've invested things, and seeing that there is a structure that this structure can change. I do feel like there's a change coming. 5s are about changes. Let's look. Let's get the 6 of Wands here. Got the Devil. The Devil, number 15, Capricorn energy. That's the restrictions that we feel. And sometimes we feel like we're being swayed in the wrong direction. Now, the way that I see this is that there's been something that has been holding you back. The Devil card is the things in life that hold us back. And whether it's our own thought processes, whether it's our own addictions, whether it's the way that we focus on things, you know, we felt that there's been limitations or that something has distracted us from our end game, what it is we want to achieve. And that ultimately blocks our relationship with money, you know, and it changes the course of that. I feel like you are overcoming something, and I think that if any of you, and this isn't going to be for all of you, okay? But sometimes we're frivolous. Sometimes we're tempted to, you know, we're tempted to maybe overspend, or we're tempted to live in the moment. You know, the fool energy can live in the moment too, right? But I feel like you're adopting a new attitude here. You're adopting something with deeper thought processes, because the things that have been restricting you, you're trying to find achievement. I think that you're going to find an achievement. I think you're going to find a success with overcoming something that's been blocking you. Let's look at the 5 of coins. Let's find out with that 5 of coins, because I do believe there's light shining through here. These changes are going to bring about something new for you. Let's get that 5 of coins here for Aries. All right. And you know, it's fear. What is the biggest thing that the devil can do sometimes is it can actually make us feel trapped in fear. And when we feel trapped, we don't know how to move forward. I'm happy to say that with the 6 of Wands, there is something pushing you forward. And I do believe it has something to do with a whole new change in how you think. You're not so restricted with your thinking because you're not letting things hold you back. You're going to go for it. This is fears. Now, 2 cards came with this, okay? But the 9 of Swords is about a never-ending fear. Maybe it's your never-ending fear of will I have enough? You know, what am I lacking in my life? I feel like I feel like I get 2 steps or 3 steps ahead, and then I feel like I fall back. What is it that I need to do? Now, the Queen of Cups is a supportive energy. And I do feel like this Queen of Cups, she's very loyal, loving, compassionate, caring, very intuitive. She can be a water sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Now, Aries, some of you could be on the cusp of Cancer. Does that make sense? I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Not on the cusp of Cancer, on the cusp of Pisces, and that makes more sense. This is Piscean energy. So please forgive me. I want to make sure you heard that right, that it's not Cancer. You would be on the cusp of Pisces. And I feel like some of you maybe that are on the cusp are going to feel this energy a lot more. But the Queen of Cups, she's loyal again. And, you know, there is something to be said about following your own inner wisdom will help release you from this never-ending story that keeps you up at night. And it could have something to do with, again, finances or feeling a lack. Maybe it's a lack of self-worth, lack of confidence in some area of your life. There's something that's been pushing you. I think for some of you, you might feel like something's always pushing you back. But that 6 of Wands is showing that you're re-energizing because you have a new path that you want to go down, and it's something very new, and I think it's something you're giving a lot of thought to. So I'm liking that you're breaking free. I feel like this Devil card is really a breaking free. All right, and you are breaking free because the Death puts an end to something. All right, we have an ending here. We want to end the devil energy, right? We no longer want to see that consume us. Number 13, the Death card is about transformations. It's Scorpio energy. Yes, there is. This is the snake. This is the shedding. This happens around that Chinese New Year, and also with the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius. Major changes are happening towards the end of the week. You may feel them even more so. The 4 of Cups. This is, I call it my wake-up call. It's the wake-up call. And we're either going to recognize it or we're going to continue to stay blocked in an uncomfortable energy. So always the choice is up to us, right? We can choose to either say, you know what? Yeah, you know, things didn't work out with me this time. They didn't work out for me that time. Maybe they didn't work out for me this time either. But I can either continue to dwell on it, or I can say, wait a minute, there's got to be another opportunity here for me. I mean, I'm full of energy here. I love that there's a shift and a big change happening with the death card, because what that's doing is it's waking you up, and it's really showing you that, listen, we no longer have to put any more of our energy into the things that didn't work out in our past. Maybe our wishes didn't come to fruition in the past, and it left us feeling a little lost or a little depleted. But there's a new cycle of energy happening here with the death card, because the snake is done its shedding. It's gone through that path, and now we're moving forward with the horse. And when we move forward with the horse, we see the opportunity that is right there. So I do believe there's something, a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling, emotional, a little bit more emotional strength. Let's look at the death card. And you got the Page of Pentacles again. It's the same card that we started with here. There is definitely a new, fresh idea, something new. You're going to be putting yourself on the right track here, because it says, yes, you are correct, right? You have listened to your inner guidance. So you're listening to your inner guidance telling you to let go of something, because there's something new, better planned for you. And yes, is it in the beginning stages? Sure it is. But it's more in alignment. It's more in alignment with bringing those hopes and dreams and wishes to fruition. It's a path that you're going to cross that is going to allow you to really open up to the ideas of those things coming in. And those wise choices are really going to help you move forward. Let's look at the Four of Cups. Figuring out how do I release this emotional discontent? Because I want to see that cup of hope and justice. And that's what we want to see, right? We want to see justice. We want to see fairness. We feel like it wasn't fair that these cups kept spilling over. It's been really a reoccurring nightmare for some of you. Maybe it's been just an ongoing thing where it's like, just give me a resolution to this. The universe, just send me a sign that I can heal from this energy and move forward towards something that makes sense, something that I can sink my teeth into, something, a plan or a new way of thinking that I can really run with and feel like I'm gaining something from it. And I feel like with the Justice card, it's justice coming in and showing you that you may feel like you lost these things, but you actually gained wisdom, you gained perspective, you gained strength, you gained courage. Like, you gained so much more from what didn't work out, that you have so much more possibility and opportunity, really welcoming in this new blessing. There is a resolution here, and I feel like the Justice card is really the reason why this justice comes in for you, because you are full of integrity. You're doing things the right way. You're doing things by the book. You're doing things in a practical way. And what happens is the universe, I feel, is sending you some results. It's sending you some resolutions so you can feel freedom, because the justice is breaking through with the truth. It's balancing the energy out. It's releasing the things in your life that have been toxic, and it's showing you that the plan that you are that the plan that you are building and pursuing, that you are correct. And that's the validation right there. All right, let's get the Moon card here, another angel message here for you as we begin to close out your reading. It's something with the past there. See, the past has come up twice here. So something with your past, you have to clear something out from the past. And that takes the Star card. That's the healing. And I do believe that the past is going to really, I really feel like these Three of Cups that might have been something from the past, it's time to let those go. Let's let the Death card do its due diligence by shifting that cycle for you, allowing a new idea or new energy to come forth. And know that this is the justice. You're getting justice from the past. Something from the past is coming in a just way. All right, let's quickly look here. Sixes, I think, are a huge part of your path this week. Because even the Devil card, number 15, is the number 6 in numerology. So sixes, for sure. 44 and 11, huge number, right? Don't forget those. And then you got cycles. So there are cycles that are shifting here for you. 1919. Karma, warning, judgment, influence. There's power, cycles, changes, and a rebirth. And that can be that Death card as well. It says karma will be paying you a visit. Now, some of you could feel like justice is a little bit of karma, but I think it's more cause and effect than it is karma. It says release the need to control because you cannot force things, and that's really important, all right? Learn your lessons so they don't repeat in the future, and that's so that we can repeat that never-ending nightmare. No more dwelling on the past. Make some space for new experiences, and we see a ton of new experiences with the Page of Pentacles twice and the Fool energy certainly coming in. Cycles are changing here for you, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this resonates. I hope parts resonate. I hope it helps you feel peace of mind. Please let me know in the comments. I truly, truly appreciate it. Please show your support by liking, sharing, subscribing, hyping the video. Always means a lot to me. So thank you for your support. And until next week, sending love, light, and positive vibes.